Hi there, I'm Heather, professional makeup artist with Luminous. And today our question comes from Jessica in Ohio. And she asked, when I apply my airbrush makeup, why is it sticky afterwards? Great question, Jessica, and we're going to touch on that. But first, I want to make sure that you hit that subscribe button below. It is super important to subscribe to our channel so you get the latest and greatest pro tip of the day. All right, back to Jessica's question. So Jessica is saying that after she airbrushes her foundation that she feels sticky. And the truth is you shouldn't feel sticky at all. You're spraying so light that it should dry almost immediately. Now, in the beginning, you might be using more makeup. You might be spraying too hard. So that's going to cause your face to feel sticky. We have to almost retrain our brain into thinking of airbrush and not traditional makeup. This is so different than traditional makeup, and it's going to be applied differently. So if you're picking up your airbrush and you're waiting to see that opaqueness immediately, that's not going to happen, or it shouldn't happen with airbrush makeup. You get your coverage by making passes. So the first pass that you make, if you stopped and looked, you might not see anything. You might see maybe a blurring of your fine lines and wrinkles, or a blurring of the things you want to cover, but maybe not a whole lot. Then you're going to make another pass. Then you can concentrate only on those problem areas, and then you're going to start seeing things disappear. It should be like magic. Now, if you're applying the airbrush makeup and you're feeling sticky, you might be doing one of these things incorrectly, so we just need to revisit. So the first thing is you need to make sure you're 4 finger widths away. You don't want to be too close, and at first it might be habit to come in because you're touching your face, or you'll hold it too far back. So make sure you keep it 4 finger widths away. You also want to make sure that you keep your stylus moving. When you turn the system on, there's air that automatically blows. What's great about this, and I'll turn my system on, what's great about this is you can feel this air, and wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's gonna go. It feels nice and refreshing. No product is being released until you pull back on this little guy here, until you pull back on the trigger. Nothing is being released. So if I have my stylus, I'm holding it 4 finger widths away, I'm going to start my movements first, then lightly pull back on my trigger. You want very little makeup to come out. Again, we're retraining our brains, right? So you want very little makeup to come out, but as you make those passes, it should be like magic and you should start looking flawless. Chances are you're pulling back too far on the trigger, so release that trigger just a little bit and keep spraying. And that should help. But keep in mind, guys, you might not do it perfectly the very first time you airbrush. If you get a little stickiness, if you're going through a little bit more makeup, maybe you're using 10 to 12 drops, it's okay. All right, I promise it's okay. Just know that every time you have this guy in your hands, you're learning. So if you're brand new to airbrush, use it 7 days in a row. By that 7th day, you're definitely going to have a handle on it. But the more you have it in the hand, the more you use it, the more you're going to learn. So watch the spray, watch the distance, and keep that stylus moving. Now remember, you can submit any questions that you may have about Luminous, about skincare, color cosmetics, and of course airbrushing to beautybar@luminousair.com. That's beautybar@luminousair.com, and I'll answer your question on the next pro tip of the day. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.